Hi guys, it's Blackie. Okay, today we're going to be talking about something to add to your haversack. Now, down here in the bottom of my haversack, I like to carry a long piece of Fatwood as a backup emergency go-to for starting a fire. So I want something around a thumb size thick piece, not quite as wide as the haversack, maybe like a ½ inch short, so there's a little bit of give to it. And then I want to wrap it up in something like a bandana or something, put in the very bottom. This gives me a sort of a rigid bottom down here to help hold the shape and hold the frame of it. And should I catch myself in a situation where everything is wet, I've got a big hunk of Fatwood that I can sit there and make a big pile of shavings, split into long splinters that I can take sopping wet tinder and get it going by having long burn time. So I've got a core over here of Fatwood. Actually I got two big cores of Fatwood. You see how that's weathered out. That's the top of a tree that weathered down to the core, and this is all Fatwood. This is one big solid hunk of Fatwood right out of the center core of a big pine that died during the summer at the height of the sap running, and has left me a big slab. I'm going to cut this down and turn this into a new big piece to go in the bottom of the haversack. And you see how thick it is across right there. What I'll do is I'll come down here, I'll measure, I'll cut down with my silky saw the proper depth, and then I'm going to split it down to leave this as one solid piece that I can then shave off and utilize. So let's move the camera around and we'll do that right quick. Okay, for this project, as soon as I get these sticks out from under me, for this project I have got my little bitty crafting axe. This is a marbles, and to me this is the perfect size for a crafting axe. This is one big block. This stump is all Fatwood. I have a hammer so I can baton my axe down there to split it out. Got my cover, got to put over there. And then I've got my saw right here to do the cutting. Now I need to measure about how long a piece I'm going to want. Remember, I want it to be just a little bit short. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to lay it up there, and I'm going to figure somewhere like right there. That's where I want to be. Tick mark. That should be more than deep enough to do the job. Now I should have put down a piece of aluminum foil and caught that dust, because that is my dust, which is just wood, sawdust from Fatwood. Put that in a tin and it would work well. Now, move the camera where I can see a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, right there. Alright. Cut down right there. So I'm going to come down right about there. Remember, I'm going to shave this down a little bit. I'll put this up there, just so I can get it started. And then I'm going to tap it. Just like that. Split it off. Alright, now you can see that bright orange Alabama gold right there. Good piece of Fatwood. Nice, big, thick piece. Now I'll take my knife and I'll square that up. So I ain't got these sharp little bitty pincers out there. Okay, take two. I got to the end of this and I forgot to hit the record button. I did the ending. When I went to edit, this is the next day, I figured out, oops, I didn't do it. Now, here is our block, a nice big thick block. and I've drilled a hole in it and I've added a lanyard on it. That allows me to take and run my wrist through it. Yeah, it's a little too long, I know, but it'll lay flat. This also means I've got also a nice big toggle that I need to pull something in. I use that heavy, thick bank line on this. It's not going to rot, and I've drilled down far enough from the end, that's not going to pop out easy. So now should I need a toggle on something to really get some torque on it, I can use this for that, so it's multi-purpose. Now, as you can see, like on, I've got a long ferro rod. Now I've got a long block of Fatwood. And what that allows me to do is get a long shaving. Let me put this down, I'll show you. Okay, now I can put it down there and be able to do long shaving. You generate a nice big pile of curly cues, just like you do for wood, regular old wood shaving. Not just teeny tiny little pieces, but long shavings that's got a lot of fluff to it, catch air easy. And so now I've got something that I can sit here, put on the thing, just like you do a ferro rod, and shave long shavings down and make a pile of Fatwood that's easier to ignite quicker than just a few short little pieces off the end. I've got a nice long one now, see? In any place that might have a little bit like that, splinters or something, that's where this comes in. Go ahead and shave it down and utilize it. Just like that. Feel for anything sharp, turn around, go ahead and dull it off. I don't want anything to stick me. Just like that. Voila. Quick, easy, hot fire with several inches of flame. Five seconds of shaving off of a big block. That'll start. Those two in a combo, those three in a combo, will start hundreds of fires. So, to recap, I've taken a long piece of Fatwood that is the correct length to give me like a finger's width on the end, so when I wrap it up in a bandana and put it in the bottom of my haversack, it does a couple of things. One, it's a stop for the haversack, so when I sit it down, there's nothing sharp stop sticking up. This acts like a solid bottom and keeps it from wanting to poke through my haversack. See, that little stop I didn't see that sheared off of something tough. This will act like a block and keep it as one unit and don't get holes in the bottom of it. Two, if something goes into my haversack and gets out of a sheath or whatever that's sharp, it doesn't poke through the bottom of my haversack. It goes into this, see, so it's protecting the haversack again. Three, it's a large block of emergency fire ready to go, where I can shave down a big pile of shavings on sopping wet days and be able to get it to ignite. Plus, this is a big enough block. See how I left it as a point, a V, it's narrow. I can split off a long hot match off of here on those wet days to stick in the dirt and have it vertical, so that whenever I ignite it and that flame runs up, I got 18 to 20 inches of flame coming up. That's where you take that wet tinder bundle and just hold that you've shaken the water off of, and that's about the best you can do, and you hold it in that flame and let it dry it out and catch it to get a fire going. It weighs nothing. It goes in the bottom of the haversack and it serves multiple purposes. Not only is it a block of Fatwood, also with my wrist into it, it's like a tire billy, whack, I got something as a baton I can hit with. I also can twist this up fairly tight so it don't come off my wrist, and I've got something I can give some power to for a hit. Being Fatwood, it won't split or bust easy, and therefore it makes a pretty good baton for me to break things or whatever. Also, I can hang this up. Also, it's a toggle so that I can hook around something and twist it down and have a handle to choke up on it for something really tight. I need to pull something together really well. I can use this, see, as a, got me a splinter right there. I can sit there and twist this up as a toggle to tighten down on this heavy, thick bank line and pull something together blood tight that I can then lash tighter. See what I'm saying? Multiple uses, all from a big piece of wood and a good strong lanyard. Pretty easy. Hope you've enjoyed this little do-it-yourself project, guys. And there'll be more videos coming up talking about how to outfit your haversack. That's in the coming. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.